What's good, Humbl3 Fam? How about y'all come on in and let's have us another visit here on the Humbl Show. I'm Grant Fletcher, being joined by my co-hosts, Moonbeam Hallows.
Hi, y'all.
Brandon Cox, our friend Corey, is also here as well.
Corey is in the house.
Corey a few times. Corey's in the house.
That is my favorite anime, by the way.
And
Corey in the House.
Corey in the House is my favorite anime, like of all time.
We should get that. Can we get that guy?
Is that a real thing?
Is Corey?
Yeah, it's a really good anime.
Never heard of it. No, that's no slight to Corey in the House. I don't know a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's got who was in that anime? Christopher Walken was in that anime.
Christopher Walken.
Shaquille O'Neal was in that anime.
Are y'all serious?
No, it was a show.
It was a show.
It was a Disney Channel show.
It was a spin-off of That's So Raven.
I'm really glad that I didn't, do that whole thing. We're like, oh yeah, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah.
We cut something out of the last episode that Moonbeam was like, "What is that?" It was a very innocent.
Oh, thank God you took that out.
I mean, we left the boofing in, but
we left the line about
but the confusion of the boofing
I didn't know
was
what that
was nixed.
I was thinking that boofing was like booping. Like you touch somebody on the nose
Like
and
this?
go boop.
It was close, but
Boop the nose.
no cigar.
I'm sorry.
Brandon, how do you feel?
I feel amazing. I actually got about 7 hours of sleep last night. I was a very good boy.
That's what I'm talking
After I
about.
drank my very large red drink, I went back to the hotel room. We watched a John Candy marathon, and it was a good time all around.
How'd you do that?
What John Candy marathon? Did you watch Home
So,
Alone?
no, it wasn't. It wasn't Home Alone. Uncle Buck, and what was the film in '88 or '89? It's not Strange Wilderness.
Oh, it is. It is
Great Outdoors?
The Great Outdoors.
I think so.
With,
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd.
That movie's so
Danny
good.
Aykroyd.
There's a line in that movie where a lady says, "Go find yourself a spin cycle."
Yeah.
And he says, "Yeah, go find yourself a spin
and
cycle."
he's like, what is that? What does that mean?
That's the one that I got struck by lightning like
Yeah,
The-
six times.
Yes,
times, whatever.
that's
Yeah.
it.
6 times, that's what it is.
And he also eats that giant steak.
Yeah, he eats a giant steak, and then there's a scene where they just all keep saying "Go blow it out your ass" over and over.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you watch it on like the Disney Channel or whatever, they overdub it with kazoo.
Blow it out your kazoo.
Yeah.
I like.
That's the version
But
I
it's
had.
but all they do is say
But they do say
kazoo.
lips
But all
and
the
asshole.
only word that they overdub is kazoo. So it's
Yeah.
like "Go blow it out your kazoo." And
Yeah.
so because it has to fit like the one syllable.
Right.
So
Makes sense.
if you it's actually a lot. I think it's funnier if you watch it that way because of just how it comes off.
I'm glad that we have any form of media, no matter how I guess adult oriented. That just at the touch, we can watch rated R movies whenever we want, guys.
Right? Yeah.
with all the swears in it. But I do think that those sorts of censorship dubs were kind of a work of art.
They really were.
I'm tired of these monkey. I'm tired of these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
Yeah.
Oh, what about this one, Brandon? You see what happens, Larry?
You see what happens?
You see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps?
What about Yippee-Ki-Yay, Mr. Falcon? It was also
That's a
was
good
a favorite
one.
as well.
There was an alternate scene for the cable broadcast of Ghostbusters, in which instead of him saying "this man has no doink," he says something completely different. But do you know the story of Blade Runner where they had Harrison Ford? They were like, "Oh, we got to explain this movie. You got to dub over it." And he gave the worst dub possible. Like in the beginning, Bill Murray did that with like the censored line, and he just kind of like looks down, and, like mumbles it, and it's really jarring to see.
Interesting. That's my wife's favorite line of all of Ghostbusters.
This man has no
Doink.
ding dong.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. We just censored it, but yeah. But it is really funny.
This man
It's a really
has no.
well delivered line.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good, y'all. Where are we? We are
We are in
Mississippi Coast Coliseum.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest.
and Convention Center.
If someone were to say that we were in either Gulfport or Biloxi, I would believe both of those people.
Oh yeah,
They're
100%.
basically the same place.
No disrespect to all the local rivalries I'm sure that are had. rumbles that are had at the beach.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's all the same to us Southernerds fans.
Yeah, the Gulf Porter. Yeah, surf and turf wars. That's right. The Gulf Porters and the Biloxians. They just routinely they meet on the beach and they rumble. They snap their fingers like this.
Oh yeah.
And someone pulls out a switchblade. Sometimes it gets rowdy.
They do cartwheels all the way.
They got rowdy. They were very.
They kiss each other on the
happy to be
mouth.
here yesterday.
Oh, we have got look.
Each other on
Apparently, they have had a great time. The people that have been here have been so nice.
Yeah.
And sweet.
Yes, absolutely.
And the vendors have been just so complimentary, and it's been a great show as far as that goes. Everybody's been very, very pleased.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. We've had a good time.
We started with Doug Jones's panel yesterday.
Mhm.
Had a little birthday for him.
Had a little birthday situation for him, and like pretty much after every question they started clapping.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of applause after every answer to his question. It was very interesting, and he and I even talked about it a little bit walking back to his table.
Listen, I know we've said this before, and I'll say it again, and I'll probably say it again and again, but he's the nicest dude.
Yeah.
America's sweetheart.
My friend John Mark Posey from home, when I bring a volunteer from home, that's actually one of my friends, I'm always like nervous to do, and because I don't want it to look like, she's bringing all her friends. And
Yeah, and you never know when they might start talking about boofing.
Right, exactly. And I told John Mark, I said, you are going to get your face fondled and you're going to get more hugs this weekend than you've ever had in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And absolutely. And I think John Mark needed that. He needed his face fondled. He needed a hug this weekend. And he got them from the best. And not that he doesn't get hugs at home. He's got a fantastic family.
Yeah.
But,
people just avoid him. They don't make eye contact.
Poor
with
John
him.
Mark.
They,
He
He's
works-
deprived.
He works for the dispatch, so he's all day long with
Some
bad
serious-
news. Yeah.
serious.
So he needed a hug.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Weekend of
I'm glad
hugs.
he got him. We had some great panels yesterday.
Yeah.
Trina Nishimura, we did her
She's so
panel.
freaking
She's amazing.
awesome.
Her panel just basically ended up turning into a panel about snacks.
Yeah, how she steals snacks.
Yeah.
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 thief.
You got to watch
So-
old Trina Nishimura.
I actually brought her some. Someone brought up Zap's spicy crawtator.
Oh, the
And
best.
She didn't know anything about him.
Ooh.
So I grabbed her some from the gas station last night. And I put them on her chair.
Good.
Look, I got to tell you guys, look, I know you guys are all about those crawl taters, but those voodoo chips.
I mean,
Voodoo's
listen,
good.
no. The voodoo's very good. That's my second favorite, but the spicy
Which,
crawtator is
I mean-
supreme. But the voodoo's
you
very
don't like
good.
the voodoo?
You
I'll
don't
take
like-
regular over.
It's salt and vinegar and barbecue.
Yeah,
mix.
I was about to ask if the secret's been ascertained yet, but yeah, it is a combination of those two.
I can do any kind of like mustard onion. If it's like if you got something
Mustard
that's
onion.
like mustard onion, sweet mustard onion pretzel flavor or something.
That sounds like a 1920s, 1930s insult.
I would-
a mustard onion. he's got no chops. He's a mustard
That's
onion.
like another level of like acting onion.
Oh
too.
my God.
He's a mustard
Oh,
onion.
Look, when you start acting mustard onion, that's when you know. Oh my gosh, everybody has been using acting onion.
Yeah, it's gone around.
It's
spread like
everywhere.
wildfire. If you watch this show, if you listen to this show, you know what that means.
Yeah, big shout out to Must Die, friend of the show, for just randomly sending me that one
Coming
day and
Oh,
me
Lee Boston
deciding
butts.
oh this is your thing. No, this is my thing now.
No, no.
Sorry,
Oh,
that
you
is
thought
my
this was
thing
yours.
now. No,
it's
sorry,
not.
sorry, Austin, Lee Boston butts.
Lee Boston Butts.
It
is our thing
You know what
now.
else happened yesterday too in the green room as well? Is
We wouldn't know because we're not allowed to go in there.
True.
You're allowed to go in the green room, please.
I sneak in there.
Switched over here.
But so involving Trina as well. I was in the green room and Sting was in there. I was talking to. Well, I don't mean to brag or anything.
I don't need to brag, but I'm friends with the guy.
Like,
Yeah.
Sting. I was talking.
The
to,
icon.
I was sitting down in the green room with Sting for a minute.
You don't have to call him Mr.
Well,
Sting anymore. You're
No,
on
I don't have
first
to-
name
I don't have
basis.
to call him Mr. Sting. I call him by his first name, which is Sting.
Yeah.
You don't have to call him.
Uh,
excuse me, Mr. The Icon.
I actually call him by his proper name, which is Stinger.
Yeah.
That's his full name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sting is just a
Stinger,
shortening of
Esquire.
Stinger.
Yeah.
exactly.
It's I think it's Irish. Yeah.
But at some point in time, he started talking to Trina and just like giving her a list of all the crazy things he's done in his career. And he was like, yeah, went through a pane of glass, jumped off a ladder, jumped off a balcony.
Voted for Ross Perot.
He's like jumped out of a helicopter. So and she was like, wait, really? And the crazy thing is Sting is 65.
Yeah.
And a lot of
it.
that list that he gave her happened like last year.
Yeah. He does not look it at all. I know he has the advantage of the heaviest makeup, but
the man has lived.
He does not look 65.
No.
I hope
He's still in very good shape. Yeah, I hope he's in better shape than me, and I'm 37. So,
yeah.
Not quite 30. Not quite 37. But I digress.
Getting there.
I digress.
I'm 44 as of last week.
Week.
Look. I know we talked about my birthday. I'm gonna do just a real quick recap.
Okay.
So on my birthday, my good friend over here, Brandon Cox, said, "Hey, look, we're gonna celebrate your birthday. What our time?
No, you go ahead.
Oh, we're getting the signal.
Finish your story, and then we're gonna.
They're
wrap
giving
this
me
one
the
up,
finger.
Yeah.
I'll be really quick. Brandon was like, "Hey, last year you made some kind of offhand comment about how, what did you say?
The chicken salad in this town is bullshit."
Yeah, that's I made some offhand comment about the chicken salad in Neshoba County. So Brandon was like, "Guess what? We're gonna have chicken salad 3 ways, chicken salad festival 2024 at the Grindhouse." And I'm gonna tell you guys, I will be dreaming about this chicken salad. It was the most delicious chicken salad. One was sushi, it was like a sushi kind. It was amazing. There was a curry kind, and then there was like a pesto kind. And my God.
Yeah. Shout out to Brian Lagerstrom. He is one of my favorite YouTube cooking boys, and
it was amazing.
Yeah. Anything, not everything, but like a lot of things that are good are because of him.
Well, I'll tell you what. I went and watched his video, and then I went and watched it again. Yeah. So
he's a good boy.
I could just watch him all day. But anyway, shout out to that dude. That chicken salad was fire, as the children say.
Well, we have to wrap this one early because the door's about to open.
Oh,
yeah. We're gonna have
We
hordes
all
of
have jobs to do.
screaming fans are going to be running into the door
I
here.
hope
We
so.
got things
I
to
hope
get
there's
started,
hordes.
and hordes and hordes of screaming fans.
Let's do it.
Or just the horde from World of Warcraft.
One or
that
the
can
other.
happen too. One or the other.
I hope it's all of the above.
Okay, good.
I hope they all have dollar bills.
Hope they all have
To give to
$1
Nim.
Yeah,
bill.
today's Nim's.
Today is Nim's birthday.
Happy birthday, Nim. We've already
birthday.
told you.
She doesn't watch
I
the
heard
show.
y'all
She doesn't
singing.
listen to the show.
She absolutely does not listen.
No. you know how I don't know if I've told you this, but you know how I like if I want to say something out loud, and make sure it stays a secret from my wife.
Yeah.
I say it on this podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, same. If I want Greg to, generally Greg's in the room, but
he hears them all as they're
old
recorded.
boy's not listening.
He hears
to the
everything we cut
podcast.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, look, I just want to close out by saying San Dimas football rules.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a good day. We'll go ahead and recap like the whole weekend. We'll go a little bit more in depth when we sit down to record later this week when we're all back home. But we'll get this thing open. We'll have another great day. And we'll be back next week for another visit here on the Humble Show. Corey, do you have anything you want to sign off on with? Or?
No, I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, glad you're here, Corey.
Glad you're here just to kind of sit behind us and, grace us with your presence for a few minutes.
Keep it fair and balanced.
Gave us that street cred that we needed.
But anyways, like we said, y'all, we'll be back next week. We'll give you the full recap next week. We just wanted to kind of sit down and have this quick visit together like we always do every single week for over a year now.
All right.
But until then, y'all, stay humble.